Hello, my beautiful keto family. In this video, I am going to define what ketosis is and the 7 ways that you know you are in ketosis. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Talita from Shrinking with Keto. And at the early age of 32, I had a complete hysterectomy performed, tossing me directly into the menopausal pool, adding an extra 40 pounds to my already morbidly obese existence. I had been fighting with obesity since I was a child. With numerous health problems, I reached a point of diabetes type 2. And I managed throughout my journey to lose over 190 pounds, reverse my diabetes type 2, regulate my hormone levels, and claim my life back naturally. Since then, it has become my obsession to help you claim your life back now. Full disclaimer, I am not a nurse, nor a doctor, nor a medical practitioner of any kind. All and any piece of information that is included in my videos is based on my own extensive, very extensive research, my personal experience alongside people that I have helped. And I hope it is more than enough to help you. Ketosis. What does ketosis even mean? Well, ketosis, simply put, is the metabolic state that our body is found when it shifts from burning carbs for fuel to burning fat for fuel. Let me explain this very quickly. When our body is not in ketosis, it uses carbs for fuel, meaning that we eat carbs. Our body turns them into simple sugars, glucose, and uses glucose for energy. Now, the excess glucose that it doesn't use, it stores for energy for the times of day that we are not eating. Now, when you are in ketosis, your body takes fat instead of carbohydrates and turns it into ketone bodies in your liver and uses that for energy instead. Let's get one thing straight. You are not in ketosis from the first day you stop eating carbs. You can stop eating carbs now, but your body needs a couple of days in order to completely use the glucose that has been stored. Our body does not enter ketosis before these storages are completely empty. Our body needs to empty out the storages of glucose and therefore have no other choice than to convert fat into ketone bodies to use as an alternative source of fuel. So, how do you know if you're in ketosis? Well, right now I'm going to give you 7 ways that you know you are in ketosis. But before we do that, if this is the first time you are seeing my pretty face, let's make sure it's not the last. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon so that YouTube can let you know every time I have a new video coming out. Symptom number 1, the keto flu. Now, as I mentioned earlier, ketosis doesn't happen overnight. So your body transitions from burning carbohydrates to burning fat. This causes flu-like symptoms. Now, this happens for 2 reasons. First of all, our body is addicted to carbohydrates. So it is going to fight you when you stop giving it the carbs it so much loves. The second reason we have these flu-like symptoms is because we have an electrolyte imbalance. Now, our body tends to let go of the excess water it was holding onto for so long. And with the excess water, a lot of electrolytes are flushed out of our body, causing again flu-like symptoms. It is very important throughout this time to stay hydrated. And a little tip for the electrolytes is either to take a supplement or pinch a little bit of salt in your water and drink it. It will help you relieve some of these symptoms. Now, the keto flu varies from person to person. There is people that don't experience it at all, and there's people that can experience it for up to 2 weeks. Unfortunately, because I didn't know what I know now, when I started the ketogenic diet, it took me a full 14 days of this dreaded keto flu. But with other people that I have helped and coached along the way, when they started taking their electrolytes and some supplement vitamins that are absolutely necessary, they did not go through the symptoms in the same severity that I did. So stay hydrated. Eat salt. Don't be scared of salt. Especially when you're on a ketogenic diet, you need it. You need it to balance out your electrolytes. And you will see it is a good side effect because it doesn't last for that long. The second sign that you are in ketosis is frequent urination. Now, people don't talk enough about this, but this is a huge one. When we were overeating carbs, our blood glucose levels were causing our pancreas to release excess insulin into our bloodstream. This excess insulin causes our kidneys to hold back a lot of water and not let it out with urination. Now, there's a lot of water being held back in our body throughout this period, also due to inflammation. One of the first signs that we are reducing inflammation is this frequent urination, and it is a definite sign that you are entering ketosis. The third sign that you are in ketosis, now I know you're gonna hate this, the keto breath. But hold on a second. It lasts very little, and there are ways to mask it. Now, why does the keto breath even happen? We have three main ketone bodies being produced when we're entering ketosis, one of which is acetone. Yes, guys, acetone, just like the acetone you use for your nails. This acetone, or fruity breath as some may call it, is a definite confirmation that you are in ketosis. Some of these ketone bodies slip out. Now, they usually come out in your urine or through your breath. So there are ways to help this out. First of all, stay hydrated. Drink as much water as you can so some of these excess ketones can be flushed through urination and not through your breath. But also, peppermint oil is a fantastic way. It's something that you can use. It has numerous health benefits, and also it masks up the smell pretty nicely. Now, please don't worry too much about this. This lasts for a very, very short while, and when it stops, it means you are officially keto adapted. The fourth reason you know you're in ketosis, insomnia. Don't take this the wrong way. Yes, you might find yourself sleeping a little bit harder or waking up much earlier and probably without an alarm clock. This is because your brain has been used to burning glucose for fuel, and all of a sudden it has switched over to a more sufficient and cleaner fuel. Many studies have shown that the brain prefers ketones as fuel, and therefore it awakens. Guys, your brain is wide awake. Okay, I understand. The first 4 examples that I gave that you might be in ketosis might make you debate being in ketosis or even wanting to follow the keto diet. Let me explain that these are in the beginning stages and they last for a very short while. The benefits on the other side are huge. Now, the next 3 ways that I will give you to understand if you're in ketosis or not are very beneficial. And I think on a scale, they definitely outweigh the above. Number 5, reduced appetite. Yes, reduced appetite. It will happen. You might not believe it now, but it will happen. Even to people that were eating 5 to 6 meals a day and snacking during the night. Reduced appetite is a fact when it comes to ketosis. And you know you're in ketosis when your appetite is being reduced. You will find yourself altogether skipping a meal or probably eating it, but not feeling very hungry right before it. Well, there's 2 reasons this happens. First of all, fat keeps you satiated, much more satiated and for longer periods of times than carbs do. When we have carbohydrates, then we have our insulin crashes, craving more carbohydrates, whereas fat keeps you satiated for much longer periods of time. The second reason that your appetite is being reduced is the fact that you don't have insulin crashes anymore. Insulin crashes happen when we eat carbohydrates. And when you stop eating the carbohydrates altogether, your body stops craving them slowly. And when you do crave them, guys, just trust me, it's psychological. And then the insulin doesn't crash. And then you don't feel as hungry. And then ketosis happens. Number 6, improved mental clarity. This is a big one. When you wake up that morning and you will feel the improvement in your mental state, you will understand that you are in ketosis. It improves your focus. It improves your verbal memory. It improves your short-term and your long-term memory. In general, there is a fog lifted from your brain, and you will feel it, and you will know that you are in ketosis. Number 7, everybody's favorite, weight loss. Weight loss. You know you're in ketosis because all of a sudden the swelling will go down and the scale will go down. Now, don't get too excited. Initial weight loss when you are in ketosis is, as I mentioned earlier, from the excess waters that your body was holding on to all this time due to inflammation. But it will be releasing them immediately. Within the first 10 to 20 days, you will see significant weight loss, and you will also see yourself fitting into clothes of smaller sizes, all within the first month. And then you definitely know you are in ketosis. There you have it, fellow ketoers, the 7 signs that you know you're in ketosis. Now, if you want a free, printable, essential shopping list of all the ketogenic foods that you should have in your bag, you can go ahead and click in my description. Download and print the list that I have made for you. Oh, and the most important thing, chin up or the crown slips.